Part 1. The unexpected air of Earth-neutral planet Zeta-9 glowed softly under 3 distant suns. Its cities were calm, peaceful, and neutral ground for interstellar diplomacy. Alien races from across the galaxy had gathered there to discuss recent developments. Near the galactic border, humans had been active in that region, and rumors had spread quickly among alien delegates. Everyone was curious, but also cautious. Captain Ethan Cole of Earth arrived in the small human envoy ship, with Lieutenant Mia Harper at his side. Ethan was tall and steady, with a calm voice that seemed to make people listen. Mia was younger but intelligent and quick. She handled communications for the humans, making sure they spoke carefully and clearly. The council chamber was large and round. Delegates of many shapes and colors filled the seats. Some were reptilian, some insect-like, and others had soft, smooth skin. Alien leaders argued in their own languages, using translators and gestures. Ethan and Mia entered quietly. All eyes turned to the humans. Admiral Jorek, the leader of one of the largest alien fleets, stood tall and angry. He had heard about human activities near the border and did not trust them. "You are violating the treaty," Jorek said in a deep voice. "Humans should not be building fleets without council approval." Ethan stepped forward. "We respect the council and the treaties. Humans have always been careful. Our activities are for defense, not offense." A murmur went through the chamber. Some delegates were skeptical. Humans had been quiet for decades, and now they spoke as if everything was normal. Ambassador Lyra Vaughn, a calm and respected diplomat, raised her hand. Her voice was gentle but firm. "Captain Cole, Lieutenant Harper, if humans truly mean no harm, perhaps a demonstration of your technology would help calm the council." Ethan nodded. Mia tapped a small device on her wrist. A holographic projection filled the room with light. It showed part of the human fleet. Hundreds of ships were lined up in perfect order, their designs sleek and unlike anything the aliens had ever seen. Gasps filled the chamber. Some delegates leaned forward, eyes wide. Others whispered to each other. "This cannot be real," one said. Another muttered, "Humans would never build so many ships in secret." Mia smiled slightly. "This is only a part of our fleet. It is located in a hidden system, far from prying eyes. Humans have prepared this fleet to protect ourselves and our allies." Admiral Jorek's face turned red. "This is impossible. You would never keep such power hidden. You are threatening all of us by doing this without approval." Ethan remained calm. "We do not seek to threaten anyone. The fleet is defensive. We have studied the galaxy, learned from past conflicts, and prepared to protect ourselves. We do not want war. We want peace." Ambassador Lyra Vaughn spoke again. "Captain Cole, humans have always been underestimated. Perhaps now, the Council can see that your species is capable of more than we imagined. But this revelation cannot be taken lightly. The galaxy will have many reactions." The Council meeting ended. Humans left quietly, escorted back to their ship. Alien delegates whispered among themselves. Some were angry, some were curious, and some were afraid. Ethan and Mia watched the delegates from the observation deck of their ship. The stars stretched far into the distance, and among them lay the hidden fleet, silent but ready. Ethan turned to Mia. "They are not ready to see everything yet. This is only the beginning." Mia nodded. "Do you think they will believe us when they see the rest?" Ethan smiled slightly. "They will have to. Humans are not as weak as they think. We learn fast, adapt faster, and when needed, we can act without warning." The ship moved silently through space, leaving Zeta-9 behind. Ethan and Mia looked at the star charts, mapping out the fleet's hidden locations. Each system was carefully chosen, distant from populated regions and alien patrols. Humans had learned patience, and patience had allowed them to build without interference. The story of the secret fleet was a story of human ingenuity. While other races focused on politics and tradition, humans had built, experimented, and planned. Each ship was a product of careful design, combining speed, defense, and energy efficiency. Advanced engines allowed travel across vast distances quickly. Shields were strong, capable of withstanding weapons that could destroy other fleets. and the crew was trained not only in combat but in strategy, science, and communication. Mia tapped her console, checking communications channels. "Captain, sensors indicate an unusual signal near the outer rim of the Zeta sector. It could be alien scouts." Ethan looked at the display. "We must stay calm. We are hidden for a reason. Let's observe first, learn their patterns. They will reveal themselves if they approach too close." Hours passed as the ship moved through quiet space. Alien patrols could be seen faintly on the long-range scanners, moving in predictable paths. Humans had studied these paths for years, understanding the timing and patterns. This knowledge allowed them to remain undetected. Mia glanced at Ethan. "Do you ever think the galaxy will be ready for what humans can do?" Ethan shook his head slightly. "No, they will not expect us to move as quickly as we do, or to think as freely as we do. That is our advantage, and we will use it only when necessary." Meanwhile, on the alien side, Admiral Jork could not sleep. He walked along the deck of his flagship, observing the galaxy through the viewports. He had underestimated humans for decades, and now they had revealed a portion of their fleet. It was enough to shake him. In his mind, he calculated strategies and counter-strategies, but nothing seemed certain. Humans were unpredictable. They were clever and fast learners, and unlike other races, they were willing to take risks others avoided. Back on the human ship, Ethan reviewed reports from the fleet commanders. "Our systems are ready. Communications are secure. Sensors are active, and the crews are prepared. We will continue to monitor, but we remain unseen until the right moment." Mia checked her screens again. "Captain, one of the scout ships from the outer rim is changing course. It may be heading closer than usual." Ethan nodded. "Let it come. We do not act first. Observation is our strength. They will reveal their intentions if they come close enough." As the scout approached, humans activated subtle defensive measures. The ship's stealth field strengthened, making it nearly invisible. Sensors detected every movement of the alien scout. The aliens did not know they were being watched, studied, and understood. Humans had patience. Humans had foresight. And humans had the fleet to back their words. The hours turned into days. Humans observed alien movements, recorded patterns, and made small adjustments to their positions. Every action was calculated, every response measured. It was a silent game of strategy, one humans had been practicing for decades. Finally, the alien scout approached within visual range. Ethan and Mia watched carefully. The scout emitted signals, attempting communication, likely unaware that humans had already deciphered part of their codes. Mia tapped the console and smiled. "Captain, we understand them. They do not know we are watching." Ethan nodded. "Good. We learn, we adapt, and we remain in control. Humans do not reveal everything at once. That is how we survive and thrive." The scout moved on, leaving no trace that humans had monitored it. Ethan and Mia relaxed slightly, knowing that their patience had paid off. The fleet remained hidden, powerful, and ready, and the galaxy had only seen a small part of what humans were capable of. Ethan stood at the observation deck, looking at distant stars. They will talk, speculate, and fear what they do not understand. And that is fine. One day, they will see the rest. And when that happens, the galaxy will be surprised. Mia joined him, looking at the same stars. Humans have been underestimated for a long time, but we are ready now. Ethan smiled. "Yes, Mia, ready, patient, and careful. That is what makes us strong." The human ship moved silently through space, leaving the council world behind. The secret fleet remained hidden in distant systems, waiting. Humans had revealed only a small part of their power, enough to shock the galaxy. But the real strength, the ingenuity, and the spirit of humanity were still a secret, and that secret would change the galaxy forever. Part 2. Secrets in Orbit. Human fleet rested in the hidden system of Viridia, far from the main trade routes and alien eyes. The ships were sleek, silver, and strong. Hundreds of vessels floated in formation around an invisible station. Humans had built them over decades, quietly and carefully, combining alien knowledge they had studied with their own designs. The fleet was not just weapons. It was intelligence, speed, and survival combined. Commander Alex Riley walked through the flagship. Orion, he was responsible for tactical operations. His eyes scanned every console, every report, and every simulation. Around him, crew members trained, learning maneuvers and strategy. Riley understood that humans had to be ready for anything, even when the galaxy underestimated them. Dr. Claire Benson was in the science bay, checking energy signatures and shield integrity. She smiled as she observed the simulations. Humans had learned to use energy efficiently, turning every joule into speed, defense, or power. Their shields could absorb blasts that would destroy other ships, and the designs allowed humans to move quickly and quietly, giving them the advantage in surprise encounters. Ethan Cole entered the command deck, greeting Alex and Claire. "Everything ready?" he asked. Alex nodded. "All systems are operational. Crews are trained. Sensors are scanning all nearby sectors. We have complete knowledge of patrol patterns. We can remain hidden indefinitely," Claire added. "The fleet is stronger than anything we predicted even a few years ago. Humans are capable of quick adaptation, and it shows in our technology." Ethan smiled. "That is the point. The galaxy underestimates humans. They think we are simple, slow, or weak. But patience, learning, and adaptation have brought us here, outside the station." Scouts moved silently, monitoring the outer sectors. Alien patrols occasionally passed near, unaware of the human presence. The humans observed, recorded, and analyzed every movement. They learned the routines, the communications, and even minor behavioral patterns of the alien fleets. In a distant outpost, Generaltor, leader of a major alien fleet, noticed strange energy readings near the border. He studied his maps and saw that humans had created anomalies that he could not explain. His advisors were confused. "Sir, these ships should not exist," one said. Dressclaws tapped against the console. "Impossible. Humans do not have the resources. They cannot build this many ships in secret." Back in Viridia, Ethan and Alex ran a tactical simulation with their officers. The exercise showed coordinated attacks, fleet movements, and defensive positioning. Each ship knew its role, and the humans had studied alien tactics thoroughly. The simulation proved that humans could outmaneuver fleets twice their size with clever strategy and timing. Mia Harbor communicated updates from sensor satellites. "Captain, a small alien fleet is moving toward the Krell system. Their course is predictable. We can monitor without revealing ourselves." Ethan nodded. "Good, let them come. We do not act first. We observe, learn, and act only when necessary." The humans continued their preparations, refining strategies and strengthening systems. The fleet's hidden base was almost invisible, blending with the natural debris and gas clouds of the star system. Aliens would never stumble upon it without precise knowledge, and humans had ensured it would remain a secret. Claire Benson worked with engineers to upgrade the fleet's shield technology. "If aliens strike, our ships can survive and counterattack," she explained. "Our focus is defense, but humans can be aggressive if needed. The fleet is designed for both protection and rapid response." Alex Riley studied alien tactics with his officers. "We have learned their patterns. They assume humans are slow to respond. That is our advantage. We can act faster than they expect, and when we do, we must be decisive." Meanwhile, Der sent scouts closer to Viridia, sensing anomalies in communications and energy readings. The alien fleet did not yet know the full strength of humans, but suspicion grew. Reports of mysterious disappearances and unexpected maneuvers confused them. Humans were already testing the limits of their understanding. Ethan called a meeting with the fleet commanders. "Our fleet is not just power. It is patience, knowledge, and strategy. We will not strike unless necessary. But if the galaxy tries to challenge us before we are ready, they will see the full strength of humanity." Alex Riley looked at the fleet maps. "We have positioned every ship for optimal observation and defense. The Krell system can serve as a monitoring post. If aliens move too close, we can respond instantly," Claire Benson added. "Our sensors have detected new energy patterns in the distant Nara sector. Unknown sources may indicate alien research stations. We can study them quietly and prepare for any threats, Ethan agreed. Knowledge is our weapon. Preparation is our shield. Humans do not fight blindly. That is why the fleet has survived and grown unseen. Days passed as the fleet continued training and observation. Alien patrols moved near the edges of human space, unaware that humans had already mapped their routes. Every motion, every pattern, and every decision by the aliens was studied and recorded. Humans prepared not only for battle, but for diplomacy, negotiation, and strategy. Their advantage was not only in ships, but in understanding. Mia Harper reported from the observation deck. Captain, a fleet of unknown design is approaching the outer sectors. Their engines are fast, but their communication patterns are detectable. They may not be aware of us yet. Ethan nodded. Keep observing. Do not reveal our position. We need to understand their intentions before making contact. Alex Riley prepared the fleet for possible engagement, though no one expected a direct attack. Humans had patience. They had learned that sudden movements could create mistakes. The alien fleet's mistakes would be opportunities, and humans would take advantage only if necessary. The first encounter occurred without direct conflict. An alien drone passed near the edge of the hidden base, sending signals and recording patterns. Humans monitored it closely. The drone detected nothing unusual. Humans had ensured their stealth technology was advanced and efficient. They had even learned to mask energy emissions to avoid detection. Claire Benson smiled. They are learning nothing. Our technology and strategy remain unseen. Ethan added, observation is key. Every movement they make teaches us more. We are ready for any situation, and patience gives us the advantage. As the alien drone moved on, the humans reviewed all collected data. Every minor pattern, every signal, and every anomaly was studied. Humans learn quickly, adapting faster than aliens could predict. That adaptability was part of their secret strength. While the galaxy underestimated humans, they quietly built knowledge and power. Waiting for the right moment, Commander Riley observed the fleet through long-range scanners. We can remain hidden for years if necessary, but the moment comes when humans must act. We will be ready. Our ships are fast, strong, and coordinated. Our crews are trained to respond instantly. That is how we survive, and that is how we will protect humanity. Ethan stood by the observation deck, watching the distant stars. The galaxy is curious about humans now. Some fear us, others are uncertain. We have shown a small part of our fleet, but the real power is our patience, our strategy, and our unity. Mia joined him. Do you think they are beginning to understand, Captain? Ethan shook his head. Not yet. They will learn only slowly, and that is the advantage. Humans will act when necessary, but always with thought. That is what makes us different, and that is what will ensure we survive and thrive in this galaxy. The hidden fleet of humans continued to orbit Viridia quietly. Each ship was prepared, each crew trained, and each commander ready. Humans had revealed only a small portion of their capabilities, leaving the galaxy to guess at the rest. The real strength lay not in the ships alone, but in the ingenuity, patience, and cleverness of humanity itself. And humanity had all three in abundance. The stars shone silently as humans observed, learned, and prepared. The secret fleet remained a silent guardian, hidden yet ready. And the galaxy, unaware of the full extent of human power, would soon realize that humans were no longer weak, no longer simple, and no longer underestimated. Part 3. First Contact. Ankylos, the alien scout fleet, moved cautiously through the Andros sector. Their ships were large, powerful, and designed for intimidation. Admiral Jorek led them, still unsure of what humans were capable of. He had heard rumors and seen reports of strange energy readings. Now he was about to discover the truth. Captain Ethan Cole observed the approaching fleet from the Orion's command deck. His face was calm, but his mind was alert. Lieutenant Mia Harper stood beside him, monitoring communications and sensor data. Humans had learned to wait, to study, and to act only when necessary. This moment would test both their patience and their skill. Ethan turned to Alex Riley, who was coordinating the fleet's tactical positions. Prepare defensive formations. Keep all channels secure. We will not strike unless we must, Alex nodded. All ships are ready. Crews are trained. Sensors have complete coverage. We can respond instantly if needed. Clara Benson worked in the science bay, checking energy outputs and shields. All systems are stable. We are ready for anything they throw at us, but our priority is observation first. As the alien fleet approached, tension filled the air. Their ships emitted powerful energy signatures, signaling strength and intent. Ethan watched, understanding that the aliens underestimated humans' ability to adapt and respond. A small alien drone moved ahead of the fleet. Mia monitored its communication patterns and energy emissions. Captain, it's scanning. They do not know we are watching. Ethan smiled slightly. Good, let them reveal themselves. We will learn more from them than from direct contact. The alien scout fleet came closer, scanning the area for hidden threats. Humans remained silent, invisible, and patient. The Orion and its accompanying ships adjusted positions subtly, maintaining full control over the situation. Humans did not panic. They analyzed, calculated, and waited. Suddenly, a minor miscommunication in the alien fleet caused one ship to move too close to another. A small collision risk triggered alarms. Ethan acted quickly, sending a subtle signal to the aliens, unintentionally calming their fleet. Humans had learned how to influence situations without direct confrontation. Admiral Jorik's frustration grew. How can humans remain unseen? Where is their fleet? I feel them, but I see nothing. Ambassador Lyra Vaughn, observing the situation from the neutral zone, spoke to Jorik. Humans are patient and clever. They do not act immediately. They wait, learn, and then respond when necessary. Do not underestimate them. Ethan saw an opportunity to demonstrate human ingenuity without aggression. He ordered a controlled display of energy projection from the Orion, creating a small, visible formation of ships using holographic projections. The alien fleet reacted instantly, confused by what they saw. Humans had created an illusion, showing a part of their fleet while keeping the majority hidden. The aliens were amazed and uneasy. Some wanted to attack immediately. Others hesitated, unsure of what humans were capable of. Ethan allowed the illusion to continue just long enough to create doubt and confusion. Then he silently removed it, returning the fleet to its hidden positions. Mir reported, Captain, they are communicating frantic signals among themselves. Confusion is high. Ethan nodded. Exactly. Humans do not fight blindly. We win by knowledge and patience. A minor skirmish occurred by accident when a small alien drone misinterpreted the humans' actions as aggression. Energy bursts flared, but humans restrained their response, neutralizing the threat without causing serious damage. The aliens were shocked by the restraint, not expecting humans to avoid unnecessary conflict. Admiral Jorik's face turned red with frustration. They show power but do not attack. This is maddening. How can a race be so unpredictable? Ambassador Lyra Vaughn spoke quietly to the council. Humans' restraint is as dangerous as their power. They act only when necessary. That is intelligence and strategy combined. Ethan observed the situation calmly. He knew that humans had won the first challenge simply by remaining composed, patient, and observant. The alien fleet had revealed itself, while humans remained mostly hidden. Studying every action and reaction, the humans decided to establish limited communication. Mia Harper opened a secure channel. This is Captain Ethan Cole of Earth. We observe your fleet. We have no intention of starting conflict. Humans value knowledge, freedom, and survival. Our fleet is defensive, but we are capable of responding if threatened. The aliens were startled by the calm, clear communication. They had expected aggression or submission. Humans offered neither. They spoke as equals, confident but measured. Admiral Jorik responded with suspicion. Your fleet is hidden. How do we know your intentions are peaceful? Ethan replied, we have nothing to hide from dialogue, but the full extent of our fleet is for protection. We value peace, but will defend ourselves if necessary. We hope the galaxy can understand restraint as a strength, not weakness. The alien fleet paused, unsure of how to respond. Humans had created uncertainty and curiosity. They had shown power, but they had also demonstrated control and intelligence. The galaxy had underestimated humans for centuries. And now it was beginning to understand that humans were not simple, predictable, or weak during the standoff. Claire Benson observed the energy emissions of the alien fleet. They are studying our tactics, but they do not understand our patterns fully. Humans are quick learners, but aliens are predictable in small ways. Alex wryly nodded. We use their predictability against them, but carefully. We are not aggressive, only prepared. Mia monitored alien communications, translating signals. They are debating among themselves. Some suggest diplomacy. Others want preemptive action. Confusion is high, and we are learning everything. Ethan leaned back, satisfied. This is exactly what humans are good at. Observation, adaptation, and careful action. They think they control the situation, but we have the advantage. As the alien fleet slowly withdrew from the immediate area, humans maintained their hidden positions. The fleet remained ready, shields active, sensors on, and crews prepared. Humans had revealed only a fraction of their power, creating curiosity, doubt, and respect among their observers. The first direct contact had been chaotic but non-lethal. Humans had proven that restraint and intelligence could create a stronger impression. Then force alone. Ethan and his team discussed the encounter and analyzed every detail. Claire Benson smiled. Humans did not strike, yet we gained knowledge, advantage, and a reputation. That is the strength of patience, Alex wryly agreed. We have learned more in this one encounter than years of simulations could teach. They underestimate us, and that is their mistake, Ethan concluded. The galaxy will remember this moment. Humans have shown they are capable, clever, and unpredictable. That is how we survive. That is how we will thrive. The Orion returned to its hidden orbit in the Viridius system. The fleet dispersed slightly, maintaining cover but staying ready. Humans had revealed a small portion of themselves, enough to shock the aliens. But much remained hidden. Patience and strategy had proven more powerful than brute force. Mia Harper looked at Ethan. Do you think they will attack next? Ethan shook his head. Not yet. They need time to understand what they saw. And even then, humans will act only when necessary. That is the lesson we teach the galaxy. Power without thought is nothing, but intelligence. Restraint and courage are everything. The stars stretched endlessly beyond the observation deck. The humans of Orion knew that this was only the beginning. The galaxy had witnessed a glimpse of their strength, but the real challenge in the full fleet remained a secret. And when the time came, humans would show that patience, strategy, and ingenuity could outmatch even the greatest threats the galaxy could produce.